Hey collective, this is Rasta, aka Angelic Empress. Welcome you to my channel. This is going to be part 2 to my StoryTeller video I left previously. That's part 1. If you haven't listened to it and you're tapping into this message now, definitely check that video first. I'll have that link down below. But again, I'm going to go ahead and continue my story. Yeah, this took a lot of reflecting and just thinking and contemplating pretty much on sharing my testimony, and to be honest, just getting a lot of confirmation from just everything, person and place, to deliver this message. And then a part of me is saying, no, don't deliver this message. Gatekeep your testimony. Because of what people may think, what people may say. And I was like, in order for me to continue to move forward, I feel I wasn't forced, I just felt led to share this because someone could be going through this right now. Someone could be needing encouragement. My message and my testimony may save or can save someone's soul, individuals' lives, mentally, let alone, again, physically, spiritually. Really touch the souls out here in this world that is tapped into my message by just looking at my title, by fate and by sight. And who am I to hold this all in, for this to not be a blessing to someone else, and to let them know that I've gone through it and I got through it. You can do the same thing. That can happen to you as well. Getting through the toughest of from the lowest of the low. Getting through it and getting out of it. Yes, that could be you. So I just want to, again, be a blessing. Let my messages encourage you and heal you. Again, this is about my self-love journey. Everybody goes through their own individual path. And this is, of course, my path that I'm walking on and had to experience and go through. And, I'm learning. I'm healing from it. I have overcame. I'm overcomer collective. Amen, Ra. Telling you. So, you see the title there. I'm telling you, collective, like, people that wants to walk in my shoes, if only they knew. Now, I will share just a little bit of what I've went through some months ago, but people that wants to walk in my shoes now, they have to eventually, if they want to walk in my energy, in my shoes, they have to take on the things that I've went through over these previous months and years. People have to take on your karma when they want to pretend and copycat and mimic, and again, just want to be you. They want to take over your life. They want to depict and predict your outcomes, or just manage and want to run your life. And I'm talking about currently. But they don't know, and possibly they may have. They have to go through the trenches. They have to go through the mud. They have to go through the traumas that I've gone through. The experiences that I felt ashamed to have been in. I never ever thought in my life that at this point in time I would have been going through what I've went through. I'm about to share it with you shortly. But I'm going to go ahead and just throw out some messages first before I really get into the meat and the potato of everything. So you realize that this was the spring equinox that recently happened in March, right? Like the 19th. And it's just something significant with this date. From 1996, that was the first equinox, and that's the start of spring. So, I kept thinking about that previously, and, I did some things to welcome spring, just little things, and, that represents the seasons changing. This ties into my testimony, so just stay with me, collective. But yeah, the seasons changing within our hemisphere, the northern sphere going into the south. And by it starting in March, as early as it does, it's because of the leap year. And when I thought of leap year, I was thinking of timelines. And it just, timelines was coming to me. And then it talked about the zodiacs and the lights and the dust particles and the planes and the solar system. And I was just thinking, of my life, at the time that I was going through what I was going through. That was a pivotal moment, in my life. And I really felt like it was all part of, to be honest, it was part of God's plan on what I had to go through. And I'm looking at that from a higher perspective. So what I was getting back to the spring equinox, like seasons change. Like they say, people change, seasons change, situations change. It never will stay the same. And I always was saying to myself, what I went through, that this too shall pass. You will get through it. I was going through my own tower moment that was really shaping me and molding me it shooken me. You know, it changed me till this day. You know, it's given me a broader perspective of looking at people that was in that are in that situation now, and that has became successful, or that is in that situation now, and that is trying to grow and get through it and to overcome it. People that go through things like that either wanted to, or they didn't have a choice to get but to go through it. Now the point is getting out of it, getting through it, and don't get out, or get out of the mud. When you are so low in your life, you're going through the lowest of the low, it's either, again, you stay down or you get up to fight again. You get back up to live again. You get back up to have hope again. You get back up to be able to take care of yourself, to eat, to shower, to go out there and improve yourself again. You get knocked down to get back up again. People say no, for you to continue to get up and look forward to hearing that yes. Or that you look forward to hearing that you've been approved. My gosh, how good does that feel to hear that yes and you have been approved? My gosh, collective. So I literally went through a a pivotal time in my life. I'm getting into my testimony that really until and up until this time right now in this moment has really changed me, and it has given me the heart to have more compassion for people that are going through this. Be kind to the people that are going through that, as well as, most importantly, I had to be kind to myself. What I went through could have really drove me crazy. It could have really drove me somewhere to just another place, because you're so down and out, or you're just feeling like that. It takes your mind somewhere else sometimes. And if it wasn't for the grace of my Savior and, you know, the people I had around me that was helping me and supporting me, and we were working together. Again, if it wasn't for my faith and just the grace of God and just other people I had working around me to help me, I don't know how else I would have been able to. I know I would have got around to getting the help and the assistance, but it would have been so much harder. And I was just very fortunate at that time to have the help and assistance I did, because my situation could have been worse. Collective, you could be going through this and it's probably like just so low. And I'm praying that you get out of it. I'm praying that you pull yourself up. I'm praying that the assistance you need will come to you. The strength that you need, you will have to go out there and to fight again, to improve yourself, to fight again, to get out of any situations that you're going through at this time. I'm talking about people that are homeless. And that could mean not just physically homeless. I'm talking about people that can be mentally gone within your mind, from your body, from your home. You're mentally gone, spiritually lost. This is a deep message, maybe triggering. Take this message if it resonates. If it doesn't, let it still heal you. That is no joke to go through. Whether, again, you put yourself through it because you wanted to, willingly or unwillingly, it is not a good feeling. That's not a good energy. It's not a good place. If you willingly wanting to go out there and to live a minimalist life, and people will look at you like you're crazy if you do go out there, outside, and just live out in nature. You know, the way you would see homeless people live. Yeah, they will look at you like you're crazy. But that's your life, your journey, your path. If you're doing it to experience and explore and to live a sustainable type of lifestyle. You want to live a, what do they call that? Off-grid lifestyle. By all means, that's your choice. But I'm talking to people that had no choice, had no way out, had no help. They were forcefully put out. And I'm talking to people that, again, it was unwillingly. It was unwillingly occurred. Some way, somehow, things just shook your ground, shook your foundation. And like I said, I had certain amount of assistance and help. So I was without a home for 6 months, collective. And I just never would have thought, you know, that I would have been in this predicament. It would have occurred to me. But again, I was already warned spiritually to prepare myself. I just didn't know the fine details. You know, you just don't know every specific thing like we usually want to know as humans living in a spiritual essence, you know, experiencing life here on this earth. You want to know every single thing, and you won't. When you're being unwillingly or forcefully and also spiritually notified, and you have to make moves, and it's not panning out the way you wanted it to pan out. So of course you got to go with plan B since A didn't work. And now you have to start from ground zero. Everything changed within my 6 months of my lifestyle, and what I had to endure, what I had to go through. You never should knock nobody's path and journey, because you never know what they had to go through or what they're going through at that point in time in their life to be where they are, to be doing what they're doing. You should never knock nobody on this earth. I'm telling you, because you can be at the top and God, the tower moment will drop you down to ground zero. I'm telling you, when I worked all my jobs and from all my experiences that I had, I've worn many hats. I've been management, supervisor, to being a janitor. Okay? And I respect each and every field I worked in. I understood the statuses, how people treated you, how people look at you, the responsibilities I had to maintain, the character I had to have, my morals I had to have to carry that position, to hold that position, to fulfill that purpose and title. And when I was in management and supervisor positions, I still paid respects. The maintenance were my best friends because I knew what they have gone through. I knew how they were talked to and treated. They are the skeletons of the business, especially the secretaries. I've been that too. They are the skeletons of a business because they know every nook and cranny and crevice they either had to clean, they either had to fix, they either had to service, they either had to organize, they either had to call to get things done, keep things organized and in check. You should always respect everybody and anybody, no matter the status quo that they carry. Because the moment, collective, and I'm sure you can relate, the moment someone laughs, the moment someone jokes, the moment someone has your name in their mouth because of what they're going through, their situation they're going through, and how it looks, to the other person, it's not up to their standards or up to par. They will be the first one that would be knocked down and put in that predicament. Maybe even worse than what I have been in or collective you have been in or facing. Respect each and every one's path. But most importantly, collective, respect your own self and your journey. No matter what it looks like and no matter what you're going through. I've been there. I know. I really felt like it was God's purpose and plan for what I had to go through, what I had to endure, being without a home. And just going through it and I was going through a lot. And at this time, it is still healing me. I am still healing from what I've been through. And I made it, collective. I am a victor. I am a survivor. I've made it. I've made out of the low. I've made it out of the mud. I've made it out of the trenches, collective. And I'm just encouraging you to keep fighting and don't give up on your life. Remember, you are the best part of going to bed and waking up. Get that coffee if you need to. But you are the best part to your life. And if you give up now, no matter what situation you're going through, how you know what the next day is going to be, how you know what's going to occur in your life, what you can become moving forward in life. When you get out of your situations, when you overcome it, when you, like I said, get out of it and grow from it, learn from it. To share your story and testimony to other people, to encourage them to get out of it. You being that, I'm being that light bearer, giving you the torch, pulling you out. I just see myself coming to somebody and pulling them out of covered in mud. They're stuck and they need pulled. Their hands need to get pulled out from the freaking ground. That was like a transformation period in my life. I went through death and rebirth. Again, it was a pivotal time in my life. For 6 months. You know, things occur in your life and you just don't know how it's going to unfold. And that's how it was for me. And I never gave up. Trust me, there are times that I felt like I was going to, but I couldn't. I had to learn to be even more kind to myself, even the more. Even the more, collective. From the illusions I experienced. Going through things spiritually was no joke. With my conscious and and subconscious, just things that I've seen. No lie, like I've seen going through my period and my death and rebirth and the transformation that I had to go through individually. The supernatural things I've seen. You would not believe. That happened, things that happened to me on the 3D, you would not believe. For those 6 months. I'm telling you, my life, I really feel like my life is like a movie. Do you feel like that, collective? Like your life is like a movie? I really feel like to this day, I'm like, again, creating. I'm the author of my story. I'm creating, I'm writing my chapters of my own life. It's like a movie. And once I come to that realization, I snap back to reality. I'm like, okay, I really need to, continue writing the chapters of my life, how I want it to end up, how I want it to turn out. by making the necessary changes or actions that I need to take to create what I want to create in my life. I know that this message, you're probably saying, what? You were homeless? Yes, I was collective. The key word was. And I'm an overcomer. I got out of it. And how I got out of it was through faith. It was all part of God's plan. I really felt like another part of me was from the situations I was going through. You know how you feel like you're stuck and you're stagnant and you want to change, but you're kind of afraid to take that step out of your comfort zone to change. You don't want to be where you was in the first place for how long, whether that's within a home, whether that's within a workplace, whether that's within a relationship. This can pertain to anything that I'm currently talking about right now. But when God comes in, the universe comes in and shake your tower, shake you out of it, my gosh, be prepared or get ready. Because it's going to unfold as you go through the uncomfortability, as you go through the life and the changes. You have to be adaptable to change because it's inevitable. You have to be adaptable. And that was something that I couldn't face at that time. But I had no choice. Collective. And when you're going through your weak moments, your lowest of the low, that's when those energies and entities of the low energies want to come and really play with you. Play with you in your dreams, play with you on your mental, play with you. Play with your soul. My gosh. I'm telling you, it wasn't an easy journey. It played on me and my family a lot, is what I'm going to say. A lot. If I really was to dive more deeper into the supernatural things I've experienced or occur, you would not believe. Again, people want to walk in my path and in my shoes and be in my skin and copycat from me and throw the evil eye at me and want to be jealous and gossiping, but I don't think you would be able to handle, I'm telling you, what I had to go through from my childhood to just everything in my life that I had to go through. People want to work with the underworld until it finally shows up in their life and haunts them and come after them. If I was to tell you again the things I've seen, you would not be calling and trying to work with energies and entities like that. Because they will show up. They will appear. and they will grasp if if they can take your mind, they will, and then they will take and snatch your soul if you let them. If you're not strong enough, if you don't have that will, that fighting spirit within you, that faith. Remember I talked about in my previous videos, that faith walk, that deep, 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 down deep of endurance, perseverance. If you don't have that in your bones, within your soul, you're done. The devil got you. The underworld that people are calling on, working with, they will come and get your ass. I'm telling you. So collective, yes, that was my message. Because I've written so many things on how I was going to deliver it, and I just let God lead me. The Spirit lead me on what I had to go through. What my family had to go through. And again, what we went through, that was, family didn't help. I got more help from people outskirts from me. I didn't want to include the external of family anyway, and what I was going through. Because just from my life experience, people, they like to kick you further down into the mud when you're already down. They like to talk about you and gossip about you. They want to help you to an extent, but then you turn your back and they're just pss, 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 talking. I didn't want that. I didn't want to hear it. I had that much damn pride within myself to just go through what I had to go through to get through it. I had to fight through it. And outside, resources helped me. On top of, I'm talking about, I also included the supernatural, the spirit realms. They helped me. And they sent the right resources and the people my way to help me. And I praise God and I thank God. Each and every day, I'm full of gratitude. Each and every day I get up and thank God. Right now, for where I have gone through and got through and came from to where I am right now. I don't take my breaths and each and every day and night for granted. So that was my testimony to you, collective. You just never know where you're going to be. So always stay meek, always stay humble. And again, you never know who you're entertaining here on this planet. So just be careful. Be respectful. Have some type of integrity, some character about yourself, some wit, to be able to make moves, be a shaker. But no heartbreaker out here. To be an encourager, to be an influencer, to be a helper, to be a light source out here in this world. We need more light source people, to light bearers, to be of assistance out here and give the torch to other people to help and assist, to be the change, continuing to raise the vibrations on this earth, not decrease it. The assistance and the resources and helps I got at that time was to help me at that time. And I am so grateful to this day. I'm so grateful for just everybody and everyone that has helped me. If they are listening to my message, I appreciate them and I thank them. They were of assistance at that time. Now things have changed. Again, we all have to be just very versatile to the music, to the rhythm of life and the changes that we're going through. It's not always easy, but we have to adapt to it, to adapt to change, to help us and shape us and elevate our growth, for us to become somebody that, or something, do some things remarkable here on this earth while we're still here. So I can keep going. Collective. That is again my testimony, my song, just what I've gone through. And I just know that this is something I would never wish and put or want anyone to have to go through or experience. But if you are currently going through this, I hope my message will give you some type of inspiration, hope, encouragement to change your life, to turn it around for the best, for the good. And if those that are not going through what I have gone through, or collective, what you could be going through, continue to stay grateful and humble, because anybody can get it. Pretty much, that's what, the Spirit is saying. That's what I just felt I had to say. It can happen to anybody. So, thank you so much for listening to my message. Again, let it heal you. And that was my self-love journey, my testimony. And I just feel blessed at this time where I'm at. And I wanted to, this can be like a extra bonus. Remember I said I had a few other things I wanted to talk about. So yeah, the dreams that I had, I heard a voice saying this past week, voices, they were like, you're cursed. And then I've heard right afterwards, expect miracles, expect a blessing. And that's what I remember waking up to. So again, energies and entities, they don't come to empty houses. I'm sure you heard that saying, as in your soul. When your soul is meant to change the world, or it's meant to just be a catalyst, again, to change. It's meant to stir up. It's meant to alarm. It's meant to make people aware of just a lot of things. Your soul and your being irritates the life force here on this earth. And I just saw 505. It irritates. It messes up the dynamics of the algorithm here on this earth with the forces and just with the people that carries those energies and entities of of the dark energies. They don't like it. Okay? The soulless beings out here. And that's what I remember waking up hearing. Expect miracles. Because I've been through a lot, collective. I'm sure you can relate. I'm sure you have been through some hell. You've been through a lot. And I heard a saying before I turned on my message to deliver my phone. No man can curse what God has blessed. No energy entity can curse you for what God has already blessed you with, and what you're going to receive, what you already have. It's already yours, collective. It's already mine. So no one, no entity, no energy, no person can curse what God has in store for you, in store for me. It's yours. It's ours. Lately I've been seeing my ex in my dreams. I don't know what the hell. I don't know why he's in my energy or in my dreams. But also I've been seeing a celebrity a few times, and I haven't talked about it, but that was odd and kind of weird. I've been seeing Drake in my energy or in my dreams. I'm just like, what the heck? Collective. My gosh. So I'm sure you can relate to being the black sheep, feeling like the black sheep, and you know what they say about the black sheeps, that again, we are here on this earth to stir it up. We're here on this earth to make a change. And to end my message, again, those energies, they don't want to disrupt anybody that's already soulless. They don't even want to waste their energy and time to pick and just poke at people that don't have no ambition, don't have no purpose, don't want to know their purpose, that are just dead inside. They're soulless. They only come after people that has a soul purpose, is what I'm saying. So, and that's a spiritual burp. So yeah, that's what my downloads was pertaining to as of recently or lately. Again, I didn't want to be the gateway or the gatekeeper. I am the gateway, but I don't want to be the gatekeeper to certain things I've gone through. If it can help someone or assist anybody, by all means, I'm going to share. I'm going to speak the truth and just let it flow after that. Let it heal me, and hopefully it heals you. This is Rasta. Thank you for listening to my message. Definitely share this with others that need to hear it. I'm okay with that. It's going to be publicized anyway. And hopefully my message, again, just fills your heart with gladness, with hope, to get through whatever you could be going through, collective. Remember, we're all connected to an extent, but we're here to encourage each other, lift up each other, awaken each other in all areas of our life. So thank you again for listening, and till next time, this is Rasta, aka Angelic Empress. Take care.